Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is Zacchy, and you're watching the Zacchy Crypto Update. The crypto market has been on a wild ride lately, right? Especially for altcoins. We've seen some significant pullbacks, and yes, our boy Kaspa, KAS, has definitely felt the pressure. But here's the exciting part. Something interesting is brewing on the charts that suggests Kaspa might just be gearing up for a substantial rebound. And we need to talk about a specific chart pattern that could be a major clue. Look, we all know the market's been feeling the heat. Ethereum, often seen as a bellwether for the altcoin market, had its toughest Q1 since way back in 2018, dropping over 45%. That kind of downward pressure doesn't happen in a vacuum, and it sent ripples across pretty much every altcoin out there, including Kaspa. Kaspa saw a pretty significant correction from its recent highs. However, if you've been watching closely, you'll notice a definite shift in momentum just recently. KAS has actually started to bounce back. We've seen a noticeable rebound, tacking on about an 8% gain just over the last week alone. While it's still down about 27% year-to-date, this recent strength is a critical point to focus on. Now, let's dive into the charts because this is where things get really interesting from a technical analysis perspective. On the daily chart for Kaspa, a classic pattern has formed. It's called a Bearish Gartley pattern. Now, before you hear bearish and get worried, understand how this pattern works. A completed Bearish Gartley pattern is typically a reversal pattern, suggesting a potential top. But the pattern itself has specific legs, and the move towards completing the final leg, the CD leg, is often a strong bullish move. Let's break it down on the chart here. Kaspa's sharp decline started around February 16th. That's where we can roughly mark our point X. KAS couldn't hold above that $0.1142 level. It acted as significant resistance back then. From that point X, we saw a substantial drop, nearly 54%, taking KAS all the way down to the low near $0.0555, which occurred around April 7th. We can identify this low point as our point C in the pattern. But ever since hitting that low at point C, the momentum has clearly shifted. Kaspa is now actively working its way through what we call the CD leg of this Gartley pattern. You can see it right here on the chart. Price is moving higher with growing strength. In my analysis, the formation of this CD leg gaining strength is a key development. It tells us that the immediate selling pressure from the earlier downturn has subsided, and buyers are stepping in. This pattern isn't about predicting the ultimate top right now. It's signaling the path the price is likely to take in the short to medium term if this pattern plays out according to its textbook definition. So, based on this harmonic setup, where could this rebound take us? If this pattern plays out as expected, the CD leg could extend all the way up to the final target point, point D. This key target area is right around the $0.1016 level. From Kaspa's current price, which is hovering around $0.0832, that represents a potential upside move of roughly 21%. That's a significant move in the crypto market. What makes this $0.1016 area particularly interesting is that it doesn't just represent the completion point of the Gartley pattern. It also lines up almost perfectly with the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level of that initial big move down from X to A. Fibonacci levels are widely watched by traders, so having the pattern completion and a major fib level converge here makes this a really significant resistance zone to keep your eyes on. My take on this is that while the pattern indicates potential upside to this level, getting through $0.1016 will be a different challenge altogether. It's a natural place for sellers who bought higher to potentially look to exit, or for short sellers to try and push the price back down. This level will be a major test for Kaspa bulls. Now, while the short-term outlook based on this pattern looks bullish towards that $0.1016 target, it's crucial to trade with caution, especially as price approaches that D point. Remember, the Bearish Gartley is, ultimately, a pattern that can signal a reversal after point D is reached. This is where we often see profit-taking or a potential turn back downwards if the buying pressure isn't strong enough to break through. On the downside, we need to identify key support levels. The $0.0779 area is currently acting as a minor support zone. This level corresponds to the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement of the recent move point 2. In my opinion, as long as Kaspa can hold above this $0.0779 level, the immediate bullish outlook driven by the CD leg of the Gartley pattern remains intact. A break below this level, however, would start to invalidate the strength of this current rebound and would be a sign to reassess the bullish case. Please remember, the cryptocurrency market is highly volatile and speculative. The analysis shared in this video is purely for educational and entertainment purposes and should not be considered financial advice. Prices can go down as well as up, and you could lose your entire investment. Always do your own thorough research and consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Now, if you want to stay even more connected and get potential opportunities before they even hit the main videos, you need to join my free Telegram group. I share additional insights, chart updates, and yes, information on potential free crypto airdrops that you definitely don't want to miss out on. The link is right there in the video description below. Seriously, click that link and come join our community. It's completely free, and the value shared there is massive. So, to wrap it up, Kaspa has shown a nice rebound from recent lows. The daily chart is showing a bearish Gartley pattern, and the current move is the CD leg, which targets roughly the $0.1016 area. This level is also strong resistance due to lining up with the 78.6% fib level. While this suggests potential upside, be mindful of potential resistance or reversal around that target. Key support to watch on the downside is $0.0779. My opinion? The pattern is compelling, but executing it requires careful monitoring of those key levels. This rebound has legs if $0.0779 holds and buyers can push towards $0.1016. It's definitely a chart to watch closely. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe to Zacchy Crypto Update for more deep dives and analysis, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. Thanks for watching, stay safe out there in the markets, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.